Okay, guys, kind of a quick update. This isn't going to replace the Thursday video. The Thursday video is still going to happen, and that's the going over the final process of the scabbard. I have two other playlists coming out that I'm going through and doing the video for. There's a lot of video on those two. One's going to be for the rifle sling, and the other one is going to be on the Sundance checkbook pattern that I've got going. I'll explain all those when those videos come out. Just kind of updating what I'm doing now is I'm to the point where I want to start taking my leatherworking to the next level and start dealing with actual making some money, making this into kind of like a side business, let my hobby pay for itself. It's an expensive hobby. So I've come up with a couple of designs, and I'm going to be bringing out other products, and I've been looking at Etsy. Now, it doesn't look as robust as like Squarespace and stuff like that, but I think for just starting out, Etsy is going to be my best platform. There's a lot of tools on there I'm going to be able to use and learn about and all that, and I'm going to have to start learning a lot more about like managing stuff. So I'm going to be getting an Etsy page here real soon. When that goes up, it'll be Adventures Leatherworks. I named it that for several different reasons, because with several things, D&D and stuff like that, you have adventures that like to go through. I'm going to be more Renaissance styled, but I'm still going to have like the checkbooks and all that, because as you start cutting down your leather, you start getting smaller and smaller what's left of the shoulder or the side or something like that. And checkbooks and stuff generate revenue. They use up some of the bigger parts of scrap. I'm going to start getting also smaller things like the hair ties for the women for the ponytails. I'm going to do the biker style thing. My wife brought that up. That was a great idea. So for all my biker friends, I'm going to have products like that also out there. And I'm not going to ignore you guys. I'm not ignoring any of you guys at all. Haven't been at all either. But this way I can start catering to you guys too. So with the Etsy page, I'll be able to bring out a lot more. I'll be able to bring in revenue. Like right now, I need to place an order for leather, and I just don't have the money for it right now. I've got two things that I'm hoping sell, and when they sell, I'll be able to bring in leather or place an order for some leather and be able to make some more things and be able to place in. So the Etsy page is going to be fueling what I have to sell on the Etsy page. It's also going to help. I'm going to be developing a sporin. Right now I have the pattern from Tandy, from George Hurst, had done a really nice sporin. I've looked at some of the free sporin patterns out there, and I'm going to take what George Hurst has, because he has an excellent pattern. And I bought the pattern, so I'm going to be the first one I'm going to develop on that one is I'm going to put that obviously for sale too. And then I'm going to be able to develop and start getting into more things, the bracers, the hair ties, saddlebags for motorcycles, seat covers for motorcycles, the bra for the motorcycle tanks on the 5 gallon, or well, any of the fat bobs where they've got the centerpiece console there. I'll be able to do the bra part on that. Other things like the handle, for your clutch and your brake handle. I'm also going to be getting little tie-offs for those and stuff like that too, and some cable wraps and stuff. So I got a whole bunch of plans gone out. And then for the Renaissance, I've got a lot of things too. I want to make the nice leather corset. I want to make some other leather things, like spalders and stuff. and get into that too. So I'm going to have those coming up on the Etsy page also. So right now I'm trying to fuel that Etsy page and bring that online. And once I get that online, and I got some other things going on right now that I'm trying to get online, and securing the name of the Adventures Leatherworks, because it hits so many other things. And my dad and his wife have a boat called Adventure. So I brought that into the aspect of the adventures of the adventure too, because this is kind of like my adventure, D&D adventure, the Renaissance adventure. Most people know that I've done a lot of motorcycle riding. I've been a lot of different places across the United States on the back of a motorcycle. So that's been a huge adventure too. I think that really hit who I was. For a logo, I'm going to have a touch mark. I'm doing that for a couple of different reasons. I'm not just trying to say, oh, I'm going to make a cheap, easy logo. The touch mark is going to be specific. I'm thinking of a pretty quick, easy thing for a touch mark is going to be, since I like pirates and sailing and stuff like that, and boating and motorcycles, I've always been more like the dog kind of thing. When I got hired for security, the first thing my the security director said is, well, we're hiring you to be a dog. You know, you're going to be out there to protect things, and you're our protector. That's why they were hiring me at that time for the nighttime after bar and stuff like that. So that kind of hits a lot of things too. So basically, for a touch mark, I was going to make something kind of like this is probably going to be my touch mark. One, it's a touch mark, so I want it simple. Two, it's a bone is what it basically comes down to, and it'll be an easy touch mark. It's not too complicated, so when I do get time around for being able to make a stamp, it'll be an easy stamp. Adventures Leatherworks, done up with the in a rocker style with the touch mark in the center part of it. That way I get the Renaissance, because when you had Leatherworks and all that back in those days, they had the rocker style things with, so it'd be Adventures Leatherworks and the touch mark. It gets into a lot of aspects that have been in my life. So that's kind of the update of where I'm going right now. I've been working on a lot of paperwork. I'm making product. I got one product that is sold, or one item right now that's been sold. I've got another item where, since I'm still learning, I'm still doing I'm working on stuff, and I've been doing them for free. And that's kind of like paying for my education is what that is. And that's why I've done that. I know some people have got kind of, well, that's stupid. You should make. No, I should actually have to pay for my education. I haven't been able to go out to places because there's nothing close that does leatherworking. There is a place, well, there's two places in Mankato, but they're not really teaching, and they're kind of specific. So there's nothing of benefit that I could give them or they could give me. Tandy is if I go up to Tandy, it's pretty much an all-day trip. It's an hour and a half up there, an hour and a half back. So right there is 3 hours in that trip. Takes you about 2 hours to look what you're looking for. So you're looking at already 5 hours right there. So that's pretty much an all-day trip. So it's hard to get up to Tandy and things. So I do a lot of ordering. I'm learning on how to do different ordering and make it as cheap as possible for me, because some of these places, wow, what they charge for their shipping is amazing. I could ship for a lot less than them. Man, if you guys are having problems with that, I'll work logistics for you. Hire me and I will come up and I will start doing that stuff, because shipping some of the stuff you guys are shipping for the amounts that you guys are shipping, you're making more money than the place shipping it. is making shipping it. So I'm learning things and different things. So that's basically where it is right now. I'm coming online. I've been using YouTube to promote myself. Helping me learn is our Facebook. It's helping me learn. It's helping promote myself. It's another aspect of advertising that I can use. Same with YouTube. YouTube is my YouTube page. What you're watching on is help me learning and see where I come from and see where I'm at. I know from past experiences, for some different things, seeing other people that have gone on journeys like this, sometimes where they wind up at isn't even as good of a place as when they first started. So I want to be careful of that. I want to also make sure that with every project I make, I'm making it better, and I'm learning a lot more as I'm going along. And I have said I want to make handmade product. You won't see me with any, you'll see me with a mechanical edge, but it's a hand mechanical edge. It won't be, I have a router, or I'm going to use a grinder and put on a buffing wheel, or I'm going to do something like that. This will be all handmade, hand quality. And I want to try to put out the best quality I can possibly do, but I want to keep in the old world traditions. I think that's going to be fun. It's going to really hit with the Renaissance stuff. So that's what I'm doing with the YouTube. It's a check and balance system. Yeah, I mean, in reality right now, I'm not stupid. I've got 12 subscribers and 269 page views. So, I mean, YouTube is an outlet, but it's to help me, so I'm not too worried about it. Like, I talk like, oh, I've got all these. I have it. My head is wrapped around the reality of things. So, yeah, I'm talking because maybe later on down the road, it might hit off. But I'm also using that as a selling aspect too. Help me promote my portfolio, because people are like, well, how do you do this thing? How is the process of what you make? Hey, here you go, YouTube page. I also have a email for Adventures Leatherwork, which is Adventures Leatherworks at gmail.com. So that's going along. I'm gonna still keep my name on the YouTube page that way, because it's all about me. I'm not gonna be hiring things. This is a part-time job I want to turn this into. It's going to be a hobby, part-time job. When I retire, it's going to help supplement some of that income. I've already looked. I don't even know if I'll hit the retirement age. It sounds like retirement age for me is going to be about 80. I don't think I'll live that long. So if I do, it's going to help offset some of the bills. If I can do anything at the age of 80, I'm not sure. That's a pretty old age, considering 80 seems to be the die-off right now for people right around that age. So who knows? But from the way everybody's talking, it sounds like 80 is going to be my retirement age. So I'm keeping all those aspects, and I'm doing this little quick release. As soon as Etsy comes out, I'll make a video on YouTube, and I'll make a post on my Facebook page. I do have a public page. I don't have a lot to hide, but I also don't mix my family into it at all. Yeah, I tag people here and there, but I don't make posts that would discriminate against them or highlight or spotlight them. Every now and then I kind of poke the bear here and there, but it's kind of fun too. But so that's where everything's at, and everything's kind of wrapping up to help each other. The YouTube page helps my Facebook page. The Facebook page greatly helps from the YouTube page, because most of the views from on my YouTube that I've been seeing come from Facebook. So the 269 page views I've had have been because people from Facebook have came over. There's been some searches to find what I made, but the countries they're generated from, let's see, Croatia, Japan, then the Middle East, and then a couple of places from South Africa, the last I checked. So I don't know where they came from. They might be because of the way I tag my videos. So Facebook is my generator to YouTube. Hopefully YouTube and Facebook cross promote each other. I know a lot of people, when you look at the pages on Facebook, it's really hard to get to YouTube from there. So I've been actually adding my channel on when I do release a video on Thursdays, just to make it so when people click on there, it gets them to YouTube, because Facebook kind of is shying away from everything. The other thing, I'm really trying to, that Etsy page is going to play off all that too, so I'm going to go all through that. So that's a lot. I had a lot to say. That's about all I'm going to say, or it's going to get to one of those where I just ramble and ramble and ramble and ramble. So, guys, everything helps me out when you guys like the photos I put up of a new product I made or something I made for somebody. That really helps me, because it's like, hey, I got this hobby, it's beautiful, I want to share it with people, and I look in and I see a whole bunch of likes or someone. That's awesome. That really helps me, guys. When you look at the videos, yeah, unless your profile is public, I won't see who it is. But to me, that doesn't matter as much as who as long as people's trying to share it and enjoy in this hobby too. And the other thing I want to try to promote is I want to start developing a community, which would be awesome, where like-minded people, even though you're not doing leather work, maybe you got something that you're starting out as a hobby that you would like to develop into also making a little extra income and bringing that in, and we can all support each other and start getting that going too. That's another thing I want to bring out is kind of doing that with like YouTube. And I know somebody had asked me about doing some saddlebags for a project they're doing. I'm not gonna put out names or what they're doing right now, because I don't even know if they want that public made right now. And YouTube, anything you put on YouTube is going to be public. Anything you put on my Facebook page is public. I don't hide any of that. So maybe they don't want to make that public, so I'm not gonna bring that out. But with what they're doing, maybe they want to start creating a YouTube page, and we can start developing and helping each other out and all that too, because I want to build an aspect where we help each other out. We've come from a time and place where people did some great things, but they keep how they did it a secret. And I think it's time to start releasing those secrets and showing everybody how to make all this stuff, because we've become a disposable society, and we should get back to, hey, we can create stuff, we can barter, trade, all this kind of stuff too. So the aspect of the white spot pirate comes into mind for that kind of thing, which is exactly kind of what this is all about. So I want to thank everybody for the support I've gotten. Even though there hasn't been comments on the YouTube page, there has been comments on my Facebook page. There's been people who personally know me have made comments and stuff like that. And I really like the support. It helps me out so much. So that's where everything's at. I know it's been thrown out there. It wasn't done in any thought. This is kind of just a video thrown out there to kind of tell everybody where everything's at. I do have a project right now Well, it's 4 projects altogether that are free to the person I'm doing them for because I'm learning, and well, 3 of them is because I'm learning, and they kind of threw me a loop, but I'll get to that when I actually do show the videos for that, which it'll be a while because I have, like I said, I've got the rifle sling that I did up and the Sundance checkbook, and I actually go into how that got its name of being the Sundance checkbook, which I really like. It adds a personal story to that checkbook, shows it has more meaning than I'm just trying to put something out to sell. All of this stuff I make actually has a meaning, and there's a big story behind a lot of it. So I got all that going. So yeah, I've done enough rambling. I know I've said that. So I'm just going to end it there. Etsy, Facebook, and YouTube are the big things I'm trying to promote right now. And I'm trying to develop a community where people are helping each other, learn from each other, and develop things. Sometimes it might be a collab. I know I'm going to be asking somebody to do an interview with them because I want them to come on my channel, and we're going to talk about a few things, but I'm not going to say anything right now of who or what that's about just because I haven't quite asked them, but I'm not set up for it. As you can see though, right now I've got projects that I'm doing, and I know somebody had asked me a while back to do a project. The way that played out though is I've had to do a lot of learning to figure it out because there's aspects that I needed that I didn't have, that I don't know how to describe it. So I guess I'm going to leave it there. Everybody, have a good one. Thanks for listening to Ramble. Check everything out as I get it up. I'll put it up on Facebook and on my YouTube. That'll link you to the other things. If I said anything that you guys want further information about, those are the places to go to get it. And as things come out, I will release on there. I'll release them on there, though I can't speak right now. So thanks guys for all the support. Like and subscribe if you guys are interested in anything I said. If you want to get promoted for something you're trying to do, give me a shout out, and I have no problem promoting that. And vice versa. So have a great one, guys. Thanks for watching.